today I'm going to read you the Beast and the Bethany page from page 35 to 41. Let's read it. The children's menu. The orphanage was a quite ugly building with cracked windows and peeling paintwork. There was a rusty sign at the top of the gate which read, Institute for gentlemanly boys and ladylike ladies. Ebenezer shuddered as he looked at the place, and he was shocked that anyone was expected to live there. He thought it was no wonder that the orphanage had so many children going spare. It was not the sort of place that attracted customers. As Ebenezer got out of his car, he was met by Miss Fizzlerick, the director of the orphanage. She was tall, thin woman with stern eyebrows and a wild tangle of gray curls at the top of her head. "Good morning," said Ebenezer. Mrs. Fishwick flinched. The correct greeting when you meet a lady for the first time is "How do you do now? Are you bringing children or looking to take one away?" "Take one away, please," answered Ebenezer. This is what Miss Fizzlerick looks like. First time I saw her, I thought she was a scary person. So the twitch beginnings of a smile formed at the corner of Miss Fishwick's lips. It had been several weeks since she had been able to get rid of her children. "You should have said sooner come on through," she said. Miss Fizzlewick decided to show Ebenezer that she was not in a friendly mood by smiling at him. Her teeth were yellow and cracked, and her gums were an unhealthy shade of dark red. "As you can see, I keep a firm watch over this place," she said as she led him into the building. "I believe it's impossible to raise well-behaved boys and good little girls unless everything is kept clean and tidy." Ebenezer laughed because he thought this was a joke. The orphanage was dusty, dirty, and littered with cobwebs. "Is there something you find funny?" she asked. No, I was just thinking about something I saw on TV the other day," answered Ebenezer. Miss Fizzlewick flinched again. She didn't approve the modern technology. "Watching television is most ungentlemanly," she said. Miss Fishwick led Ebenezer into her office, which was guarded with a sign that read, "No children unless absolutely necessary." The room was significantly less dirty, dusty, and cobweb than the rest of the orphanage, and it was filled with all sorts of fabulous and beautiful things that weren't on display everywhere else. Miss Fizzlewick took a seat at her desk. It was hidden underneath a mountain of paper teacups. "I'm very organized," she said with a serious face. Ebenezer didn't laugh this time. "Would you like anything to drink?" Ebenezer was thirsty, but he didn't believe that anyone who was so unorganized would be able to make a good cup of tea. "No, I'm fine, thanks," answered Ebenezer. Good. Now let me just fill out the paperwork," said Miss Fishwick. She formed around her desk before finally finding a blank form. "What's your name?" "Mr. Ebenezer Twitter." Do you live in the area?" "Yes, a 5-minute drive away." 3 if I went fast." "Excellent. How old are you?" 511, but on Saturday I will be 512. Miss Fizzlewick looked up from the form, baffled by Ebenezer. She was brushed some gray curls away from her ears, and Ebenezer to repeat his answer. And asked Ebenezer to repeat his answer. 30, said Ebenezer. "Yep, that's what I meant to say. I'm 30 years old. Gosh, I'm so young." If you don't mind me saying, I think you like even younger than that, Mr. Tweezer. You don't Look, a day older than 20, said Miss Fezziwig with a tawny smile. Ebenezer always felt a rush of pride when he heard this, in spite of the fact that he had been paid the compliment several times. Anyway, let's get on with the important business, continued Miss Fezziwig. What type of the children are you looking for? I'm not fussy, said Ebenezer. Just give me the cheapest one you have. The cheapest? Yes, please, but if the cheapest is total rubbish, then I'm willing to pay more. Mr. Tweezer, do you know how an orphanage works? Asked Miss Fezziwig with a suspicious frown. Do you know that you don't have to buy the children? We give you to you for free. Ebenezer thought this was a very odd way to run a business. Perhaps if Miss Fezziwig charged the children, she might have enough money to afford a prettier building. However, he wasn't going to complain. Marvelous, said Ebenezer. So what happens next? Well, now you meet the children. I will line some of them outside my office so that you can interview them one at a time. How old would you like the children to be? I don't mind, said Ebenezer. How about the shoe size? A lot of people are favoring children in a size 4 shoes these days. I don't mind, said Ebenezer. Mr. Tweezer, you must have some idea of what you're looking for. You must know whether you want a boy or a girl. I really don't mind, said Ebenezer impatiently. All he could think about was getting the potion as quickly as possible. Honestly, any child will do. Miss Fezziwig wished that Ebenezer had at least one opinion on the matter. It would have to make a business getting rid of children a lot easier. Right then, said Miss Fezziwig. I guess you're going to have to meet all of the children. I hope you don't have any plans for the rest of the morning. Miss Fezziwig went to fetch the children, all 27 of them. She lined them outside her office, whilst Ebenezer tapped his fingers impatiently on the desk. Here's the first one. Her name is Amy Clue, and she's just doing this. Come on in, Amy. And for goodness sake, don't be shy. It's very annoying, said Miss Fezziwig. Amy was a shy little girl, and her shyness wasn't helped by others telling her not to be shy. She was no older than 3 and not much taller than a tennis racket. She poked her head nervously around the door and looked at Ebenezer. How do you do? Asked Ebenezer. He offered Amy a handshake. After much nagging, Miss Fezziwig dragged Amy into the room. She shook a bottom pink teddy bear in one hand and waved surely Ebenezer with the other. Then what happens next? The next Monday, I'm going to tell you what happened to Ebenezer.